man, shut your...
What is up guys, this is 𝒟𝒹𝓿𝓆𝓈 and welcome back to a new video. So as you may know, the two new CAF commanders, Justinian I and 𝒟𝒹𝒹𝓎, are officially available inside the game. So Justinian is on the Mightiest Governor and 𝒟𝒹 is going to be on the Wheel of Fortune, which is coming by tomorrow on the second day of this event. So yeah, I am quite excited to unlock this guy ASAP, and I'm gonna get him to either 5155 or 5551 depending on which skill I want to sacrifice. So if I skip the second skill, I'm gonna lose the attack, march speed and cavalry damage bonus, and if I skip the fourth skill, then I'm gonna lose cav defense and a skill damage bonus plus some healing. And at the moment I'm not sure yet which one is better than the other, so I'm gonna have to wait for some testing when he comes out tomorrow, and I recommend you guys to do the same. Don't rush him, wait for testing, and after you get the results, then you can go ahead and upgrade him according to the best skill order. But of course this is only for free to play and low spenders, since we are limited on the golden heads, so we gotta play it smart. But if you're a spender, then absolutely go ahead and max 𝒟𝒹𝒹𝓎, because this guy is the GOAT! The GOAT! And on a side note, my Juga is almost maxed. He's at 5554. Almost, I need about, let's see, 50 more golden heads to be able to expertise him. So quite exciting if I say so myself. And with that being said, let's jump into the main topic, which is the investment order of relics inside the museum. And keep in mind that this guide is mainly for new players who are just entering KVK Season 3 for the first time. And with that, you will get a new building called Museum, where you can obtain and unlock relics to make the older generation commanders more powerful, so they can keep up with the new gen of commanders. Alright, and since in the beginning you are limited with very few museum coins, so you should be very careful of which relic to unlock first. Alright, relic number 1, it is going to be 𝒟𝒹𝓇, and she is completely free, so by the time you guys reach KVK Season 3, then you should be able to have her expertise unlocked by now, obviously. And even in Season of Conquest, she is a great support commander, so you guys gonna use her 100%, therefore she should be the first to unlock in Museum. And if I remember right, the first relic inside Museum is given to you for totally free of charge, so that is even better. And now moving to the next investment, it should be either 𝒟𝒏𝒻 or 𝒟𝒹𝒻𝒃, depending on which one you have at high skills or expertise, because both of them have amazing relics. 𝒟𝒏𝒻 gets defense, which he doesn't have, and plus 5% more skill damage, and 𝒟𝒹𝒃 gets 30% health and 10% skill damage, which is by far the best relic inside Museum in my opinion. So yeah, if you guys have 𝒟𝒹𝒃 at high skills, or at least at 5511, so he can be usable on the open field, then absolutely go ahead and get this thing unlocked ASAP, because with these stats, oh boy, he's a goddamn monster. And you wanna know what's the best part? He can be paired as secondary to literally anyone, because he's a mini version of Hondo Tarekatsu. So Hondo is mostly for whales and spenders, and 𝒟𝒹𝒃 is for free-to-play and low spenders. Next we have Charles Martel. He is a decent garrison for Shadow Legion or for Ark of Osiris, but in KVK, oh boy, you will get melted under a second, so I wouldn't recommend you guys to use Martel for garrisoning in KVK 3 or Season of Conquest. And it is the same for open field. He doesn't perform very good in KVK 3 or later, but if you guys already have him at 5515 or expertise, then it is up to you if you want to go ahead and unlock his relic to use him on the garrison and open field. Well, at least you get a better infantry commander like Scipio Prime. Coming up next, we have Mulan, and she's a great support commander for Season of Conquest and KVK 3. So if you guys are running a support march, only if, okay, then you can go ahead and unlock this relic, because 20% health and 15% skill damage reduction is great, and she works like a charm with Trajan. And if you're not doing a support march, then skip this relic. Alright, next we have 𝒟𝒹𝒹𝓎. Do not unlock this relic now. I mean, it's not bad, 30% cav health, it's decent, but for open field, oh hell no. Because even with that, he will still melt like ice cream, so don't do it for open field. You guys can use him for barb forts and barbarians, which for the beginning it's not important because you have more important relics to focus on. So yeah, skip 𝒟𝒹𝒹𝓎. Alright, coming up next we have Saladin and Alex. Saladin came a few months ago and Alex came just today into the museum. So if you guys already have them unlocked and at high skills or expertise, then you should unlock the relics because you can still use them in 𝒟𝒹𝓿𝓃 and Season of Conquest. For example, I am still using Saladin with 𝒟𝒹𝓇 or sometimes with Mehmet, and I'm using Alex with Scipio Prime. And if you don't have these two commanders yet, then don't invest in them because there are much better commanders available to you in 𝒟𝒹𝓿𝓃. Next we have Julius Caesar. He has one of the best relics inside the museum. We can see here that 20% all damage, which is counted towards skill damage, counter-attack damage, normal attack damage, and all of that. So this is great. Plus 20% martial speed. So it's a good relic, but it's only for people who already have him at expertise or at high skills, which if you don't have any of those, then skip this relic. Alright, who is next? We have Frederick. Even with this relic, he is total trash, so instant skip. Next we have Richard. This is interesting because with Richard, you can chain barbarians inside 𝒟𝒹𝓿𝓃, and this relic even makes him better, so why not? Because keep in mind that the barbarians in Season of Conquest, they are the bullies and you are the victim, so just be careful out there, alright? Alright, and if you don't have Richard like me, because I am lazy and I hate chaining, then skip this relic. And now the final good relic inside museum. Indeed, it belongs to my boy Manimoto. And just look at this, 60% of stats. I mean, mamma mia. So if you have Minamoto, then by all means go ahead and unlock this relic. As the matter of fact, you can even unlock it right after 𝒟𝒹𝓇 and Mehmet, because he works great as a secondary to Nevsky. So yeah, you will do some nasty damage. And now pretty much the rest of these guys in museum, they are useless even with the relic, so do yourself a favor and save your coins. Except I guess Thutmose, because he will offer you 45% of stats, so it deserves to be mentioned. It's decent, but to be honest with you, I haven't seen anyone using Thutmose in Season of Conquest, so that is entirely up to you. The same goes with Genghis Khan. He's a glass cannon, so he dies very fast even with 10% cav defense. So yeah, he is also trash. Sorry, but yeah, he's trash. And actually Constantine also got added the same time with Alex today. As for open field and garrison, he is trash. But if you want to use him in Sunset Canyon, then he is quite good in that. So it's entirely up to you as well. And as for the new commander Pyrrhus or Pyrrhus from the new Greece civilization, everybody wanted him to be great, but unfortunately he's just not, even with the relic. So yeah, just save your coins. Trust me, he is not good. Alright, and at last but not least, here is the plan for future add-ons inside Museum, which includes commanders from the second generation, and shout out to Kingdom 93 for providing this screenshot. So as you can see, now that we have Genghis Khan, Saladin, Constantine and Alex, next is gonna be Tomiris, Edward and Wu Zetian, and after that I'm gonna predict that it's going to be Attila with Takeda, and maybe after it's going to be Guan Yu with Leonidas. I mean, who knows, maybe, right? So we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, and finally, this is for new players. You guys can obtain these museum coins by many ways, for example by completing daily activities, and from some events, for example by training troops in the second stage of pre-KVK event, and also from the civilization event, which is this one right here. And all you have to do is complete the daily task and you will get a token currency which you can spend in the shop and to buy the museum coins. Alright guys, that is it for the video. I do hope that you enjoyed and you learned something new. If you did, then do me a favor, smash that like button and subscribe to Daddy Furious. Until next time, take care and I will see you very soon. Khuda Hafiz.